talk with you about the symbol you see behind me. It is the national coat of arms of the Soviet Union. It's the symbol for world communism. And while the Soviet Union may not any longer exist as a communist state, make no mistake about it, communism dominates the world. America is now a world communist state. You need to understand the symbolism of world communism and where these symbols come from and the secret societies who are financing the overthrow of the United States government by a communist world power. Secret societies hidden behind world leaders. And keeping in mind that world communism, Nazism, fascism, all of the isms that tend to destroy freedom, liberty, and justice for the world is now being perpetrated in America. You need to understand the symbols of world communism and their history. This is a very long story, but this symbol is of profound significance even today. Back in 1953, the California legislature issued a group of books, and this was the 11th in the series of 13, and it was called the Senate Investigating Committee on Education. And it was published by the state of California, the Senate. Here on page 168, it says, since many intelligent persons, even in high official positions, do not appear to have acquainted themselves with the real nature and seriousness of communism, it is perhaps appropriate to give briefly some really informative and authentic data concerning it. Communism and Russia are by no means synonymous. Russia merely occupies the unfortunate position of being communism's first victim. Communism is synonymous with world revolution and seeks the destruction of all nations, including abolition of patriotism, religion, marriage, the family, private property, and all political and civil liberties, and the establishment of a worldwide dictatorship of the so-called proletariat, which is an autocratic, self-constituted dictatorship by a small group of self-perpetuating revolutionists. Now, the next page went on to say that so-called modern communism is apparently the same hypocritical and deadly world conspiracy to destroy civilization that was founded by the secret order of the Illuminati in Bavaria on May 1st, 1776, and that raised its hoary head here in our colonies at critical periods before the adoption of our federal constitution. This was the quote from the lady who was a member of Stella Matutina. She said, I have been convinced that we as an order have come under the power of some very evil occult order, profoundly versed in science, both occult and otherwise. Though not infallible, their methods being black magic, that is to say, electromagnetic power, hypnotism, and powerful suggestion. And here is the point. We are convinced that the order is being controlled by some sun order, after the nature of the Illuminati, if not by that order itself. A sun order, very ancient concept that can be traced all the way back into the beginnings of mankind. There has always been sun orders. But the important part is, how do these sun orders today manipulate world events?